The State Department of Health says it is unsafe for the Skokomish Indian tribal members to harvest oysters on their namesake river.
The department says a huge turnout of sport fishermen has left the banks of the Skokomish River littered with human waste. And as King 5 environmental specialist Gary Chittum reports, the order is bringing a long simmering dispute to the boiling point.
The thrill is back on the Skokomish River. The word is out. The salmon are running, and the fishermen are pulling them in.
68 shoulder to shoulder all along here. On the weekend, it's probably more.
That kind of attention is apparently producing a nasty side effect that is putting a tribal oyster harvest downstream on ice.
We are restricted from harvesting here on our on-reservation beaches.
The problem is fecal matter, human fecal matter, that can contaminate the tribe's oyster beds. The state is blaming the fishermen upstream for the problem, saying many are choosing to use the bushes instead of these.
We're astounded and outraged.
And that's where it gets interesting, because the Department of Health didn't actually do any water testing. They say they didn't have to, because they say the evidence was so visually overwhelming and powerful, they didn't need to.
It's awful down there.
Fish buyer Jessica Edwards says she's witnessed the contamination firsthand.
People everywhere, garbage, toilet paper, kids peeing in the water.
Maybe they're right and maybe they're not.
Some fishermen we talk to believe the claims, others don't. But most agree there needs to be additional sanitary support on the Skokomish.
They should have supplied sandy cans and trash cans long before now.
State Fish and Wildlife officials say they will put more portable toilets out there, but have no intention of bowing to demands by some tribal leaders to close the popular sport fishing season. Meanwhile, the tribe's shellfish harvesters are forced to wait for the big rains of fall to come and flush away their upstream problem. Near Shelton, Gary Chittum, King 5 News.
A health department spokesman says humans are not the only ones to blame. He says seagulls are adding to the problem when they come in to eat what's left over after fishermen gut their catch.